Snack Shack is a coming-of-age comedy written and directed by Adam Carter Reimer. Set in the summer of 1991, it stars Connor Sherry and Gabriel LaBelle as a pair of teenage friends working at a community pool, Snack Shack, in Nebraska City. Mika Abdallah portrays a newcomer lifeguard who disrupts the friend duo's summer plans. This review will be spoiler-free. I am a real sucker for these sorts of coming-of-age films, but this film's screenplay wants to be on the level of 2019's Booksmart, but it's more on the level of 2017's Hot Summer Nights, but without the fun and vision of that film. All that said, I actually did enjoy this film despite its predictable storyline and thin characters. A lot of my enjoyment comes down to the cast, mainly Gabriel LaBelle, who is extremely charismatic here, and every time he is on screen, he is just really fun to watch. He plays the kind of over-the-top bro with a heart that you'd expect to see in an American Pie film. After seeing this, The Fabelmans, and Saturday Night, I'm quite impressed with him as an actor. Unfortunately, I didn't buy much of the romantic elements of the film. I honestly enjoyed the film most when AJ and Moose, played by Connor Sherry and Gabriel LaBelle respectively, were getting up to mischief and running the snack shack. I'm glad that they actually named these characters something memorable. The film wants you to view these characters as people and to remember them. I don't think the screenplay does the work, but naming them AJ and Moose still goes a long way because those names are unique and I didn't forget them after watching it. It's better than naming them Will and Tom, for example. Apologies if your name is Will or Tom. The romance between AJ and Brooke was hard to buy because they just didn't seem to connect over anything in particular. Brooke was quick to be attracted to AJ, which I find hard to believe because of how shy and nerdy he is. Even AJ and Moose's friendship seemed thin on the page. Thankfully, the actors have pretty decent chemistry, so they pull it off. The cinematography was quite bland, which is a shame because you could picture the fun of this film being elevated to a much more entertaining level if it was more stylized and didn't look like a streaming movie. The music choices were also largely uninteresting, and these kinds of films tend to get elevated immensely by really cool soundtracks, especially when the film takes place in the 1990s. All that being said, despite a few scenes dragging, I mostly walked away from this film having had fun. It made me smile at a few points, and there is something that happens towards the end of the film that actually made me feel emotional, which was certainly a surprise to me and something worth crediting. If you like these kinds of films, I'm sure you'll find something to enjoy here, but there are many films of its type that just do it better, so I don't think this is an essential watch.